really good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Call the meeting to order. Nate?
Present.
Mike?
Present.
Brett? Here. John?
Here.
Kevin?
Here. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Motion for consent agenda. So moved. Motion by second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public input. This is time and place for discussion items not already on the agenda. Time limit of 3 minutes each. Discussion of possible action in reference to library roof repairs.
Alright, you guys able to see the pictures and stuff in there? Okay. So, a couple weeks ago, Elizabeth from the library reached out that they had some new wet marks on the ceiling there and on the back edge where it leads to southeast Lien. So we had called out to a few different flat roof companies to come out and look at it. To this point, we've only had one out here, and that's polyvinyl roofing. You can see the pictures from the roof about that membrane that's got the crack in it, and then the wind has gotten underneath it and peeled it up. There's 2 quotes. The first one for $11,677 is just a temporary Band-Aid. If they would go stretch that back out, patch the hole, and do that, unknown how long that would last. The second option would be the $23,667, and that would be stripping that membrane off, pulling out all the insulation because it's wet underneath there, redoing the insulation, and then putting a roof back on top of it. Like I said, we tried a few different companies. We haven't heard back on when they can get here. It's pretty common this day and age for that. We're waiting on some gutters to be repaired on the History Center, and it's the same response there with that. So I was actually pleased with the bid because I thought it was going to be more than that. But just looking for some direction on what you want to do.
Very good chunk of roof.
I will say the other thing is he can start this no later than mid-December.
We got it in the budget.
No, we'd have to do a budget amendment. There is some money though in their west wall fund that we can put towards it. There's also money which is in the same category for budget in the west wall of History Center. There's no planned work for that, so we can use some of that money as well. But we're still about 10 to 12,000 short of using that, so we'll have to do a budget amendment.
I don't know to fix it, I mean, just temporary fix is $11 grand, and for the whole roof's 23 for, you get 15-year warranty on it for $12,000, I think. You're better off going for a 15-year warranty.
And I did talk to him, if you did the temporary Band-Aid, and then later went and did the roof, it would be 11 plus the 23. So it'd be 34 to go that route, which seems a little pricey to me, but that's up to you guys.
So is it 23 just to do it all?
Yep.
What up? How old is the roof that's on there now, that membrane? Been there forever?
As long as I,
I mean, it's always, I've always seen them fix it.
That was 10 years ago or more.
so what does that entail? It's tear off?
Everything.
Everyone
The
was
23,667 is tear off insulation,
Okay.
remove the insulation, and then put back.
Basically a new roof.
Yep.
Make a motion. Make a motion to replace the roof at 23,
667.
Motion to a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Spend the money. Discussion of possible action in reference to pay estimate number 2 to LL Pelling Incorporated for 2024 business activity resurfacing in the amount of $384,982.96.
Dave's on for this?
Yes, I am. This is for 100%. We still have retainage on this to release at $7,024.94, but this gets them paid for work completed to date. You'll note from the bottom of page 1, we're about $10,000 under the bid price. So, and the later agenda item is a smoothness award. So, pretty good project overall. Everything went pretty well, and a good end product. So, I recommend approval of this pay estimate for $384,982.96.
Motion to approve.
Motion approved, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 34, 2024, approving property lien utilities fee.
So this is for 205 East Main Street, which I believe is vacant currently. We have utility notices sent to them, and we're just following our ordinance on doing a lien against the property for 29672.
Is that who owns the property?
Yeah, I don't know where it's at and all that, but yeah.
Is the corner one up here, or?
Yes. Yep. A blue one on the corner. Jackson, Maine.
Oh,
Okay, well, it says $296, and then the notice
On that page.
on the page, other page, it says $330.
Correct, since that time, I'll have to update the resolution before I submit it because
Okay.
more had been filed during the 30-day period that we have to give her.
Okay.
so moved.
Got a motion to a second.
Second.
Nate,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Rick, John,
Aye.
Kevin.
Aye.
Resolution 35, 2024, approving transfer of funds.
This is our annual payments.
This is the bond payment, so this is our December interest payment on our bond. So it'll be coming out December 1st out of our account, we just need to move the funds around.
Motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Nate,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Rick, John, Kevin.
Aye.
Correspondence.
You'll see in your packet there was a letter from the Asphalt Paving Association of Iowa that our Business 30 project was selected for award during their program. They're requesting us to go to Des Moines on December 12th to receive this award. Dave, do you know anything about this or how this came to be?
Yes, so LL Pelling on occasion will take a project that they think went really well and they'll submit it against other projects in the state for award. And based on their pro bono results and photos of the project, they were selected as having a high quality paving project, and that's what this award is for.
I don't disagree, it's a high quality project, but why are we going to go receive an award?
We can put a plaque on the wall.
I mean, shouldn't LL Pelling go get the award? I mean, they're the ones that did the work. Eastern King engineered it, it just seems like a waste of money.
I agree. Whatever.
I don't know, were you planning on sending somebody?
Well, I was going to send somebody just because we received it, but it's not something I'm looking forward to, I guess.
I'm just, I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Maybe they're gonna give us $1 million too.
I guess you can't know until it goes. I guess it's worth the risk, but I don't know.
I mean, it's, you know, I mean, if you're getting this award, I mean, it's just like Trees Forever awards.
I value those a little higher.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna take action on it?
No, it's just to let you know that we received that.
City engineer report.
We're pretty much wrapped up with projects for the year, with the exception of well 5 MFB building, which we're continuing to work on. Should have something ready to review on that shortly. Water main project we had accepted previously and just waiting to release retainage on that. And business 30 we closed out tonight, so we're waiting to see what next year holds.
Anything for Dave? Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Public Works.
The only thing I got right now is we're started our final sweep through town. If we go down an area for leaves, if we go down an area and there's cars parked in the way, I mean, we can't reach those leaves, just let them know if you guys here, we'll be back. We're going to continue to pick up piles as weather permits, but once stuff starts freezing, we'll be done.
I think the sign said through the 25th, so you're obviously extending that.
Yeah.
Anything for Travis? Parks and Rec.
I don't really have a whole lot. We will have girls basketball wrapping up here real soon. We got 2 weeks left after our Thanksgiving break this weekend. We have registrations out for boys basketball. That'll start after Christmas, first week in January. And then we'll be doing a Christmas parade and Santa and Mrs. Claus in the fire station with a bunch of other stuff on December 20th. It's from 6 o'clock to 8. So the parade is from 6 to 6:30, and then from 6:30 to 8 we'll be down here in the fire station with bake sale. Southeast Sun's doing a bake sale with a free will donation, and then we'll have Santa and Mrs. Claus and some other stuff scattered in throughout that night. So that is it.
Anything for Reading? Library?
I didn't have anything for her today.
Police Department?
Nothing other than what's in the report. Any questions?
Yeah. I had somebody ask about when you come in Old 30, right there by Mike Bullard, Joe's house down there, those 45, 25. Could you put that thing that you have, that mobile
The speed trainer.
down there just sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And could you straighten out the 25-mile-an-hour sign?
That's not our sign.
Is it? So get a hold of county and have it straighten that out. Or it falls completely over. Thanks. Ambulance? Did anybody do anything with them? Ambulance?
Nothing.
Fire chief?
The new 409, the Ford pickup, Drayton and I took that out to Carroll to Fell Fire, dropped it off. Should have it back late February. We're hoping. So they're about 8 months behind when they said they would start it, so hopefully it doesn't take them 8 months to do it. That's all I have, fire department related.
Any questions? City administrator?
Vast majority of the time, we've been working on that transfer agreement with the park. Guys have gone out, put new ducts in the pond, the aerators up functioning. We completed all the checklists, the things that we needed done over there. We did a final walkthrough punch list with YTT in reference to the first phase of the sports complex. I also met with YTT over the next phase. They're working at, there's some grading that's going to need done. They're going to do that as a separate project to get that in place. We're hoping to get that done locally, use local contractors to have that done. And then she's hoping that to come before you in December at one of the meetings to release the bids for that next phase. Christina and I went to a budget workshop last week down in Iowa City. No real earth-shattering changes. It's just continuing to work with that House File 618 on property tax and the impacts that has on local budgets. So we're starting that process of going through budgets. As you can see in front of you, you have a timeline of dates coming up that we'll be having different organizations come up for their budget process. I don't know if you guys guys been by the park, but the school had received a donation. I think it had a lot to do with Casey's. I don't want to talk out of turn, but for the scoreboard over there at the park, the baseball field, looks pretty sharp. I know that we had the guys over there a couple different days helping them out, and Rickard's getting that all put in place. So thanks to everybody involved there. It really it's a nice addition. If anybody's noticed or gets complaints, there's a street light out downtown. We have an electrician that's supposed to be here today. He didn't make it, so he's going to be here tomorrow to check that out. It's not the bulb, it's wiring of some kind. I'll be meeting with the committee for the Lisbon grant this week. So that'll be before you for the next meeting to release that. Reminder to all citizens, golf cart registration is in January, so be sure that you come down and get that. Railroad tracks, that was a hot topic last week. There was a whole lot of misinformation that was given to us. We were told that all 5 intersections were going to be impacted, which they were. They said that each of them would be down one day, a different day, and they would only be down from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. Well, it ended up being that they all shut down at the same time, and they were planning to close them for 7 days. So we did end up working with them to get Washington Street open after a couple days, which was nice. I do plan to have a follow-up meeting. I think we all met that Kelly O'Brien before when they came in here when there was an issue and kind of explained everything. I plan to meet with her to go over this so that way we can have some advance notice. There was just, with fire, police, ambulance, it was a kind of a fiasco there. And then also with the school, because the school's got bus routes on each side of the tracks, which made it nearly impossible, and they had no communication from them. So right now, as it stands, Hoosier and Gillette are still closed. I don't know why, but they're still closed, so I'm going to do some follow-up on that to see what the status is, because they were supposed to be moved on by yesterday. As you may have saw, the posting for the public works positions in the paper. I'm looking to get that hired and have that person start around the first of the year. Reminder, we're closed Thursday and Friday, and I put on the sign that the trash pickup this week is Friday. So if you get asked or what have you, it's Friday this week. That should do it. Any questions?
Any questions? Oh, so soccer fields over there, we're gonna plan on playing soccer in the spring?
Yes. Well, that's one of the things I didn't have down here. Pretty soon here, we'll kind of see when we get the supplies, but in the time frame on snow and all that. But the guys are going to start doing the plumbing in the building for the bathrooms, finish that up, and the drywall, and then we'll also get the barricades or the blocks in place to close that off again, so people aren't out there driving around.
Nate?
I don't have anything, just happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Same.
I guess I should have probably asked him right there, Travis. Is there something going on with the sewer there at the History Center? I got a call about it.
They got a break in the line. We just had the roto-rooter there. I haven't literally had a phone call before I walked in here. I talked to Tony, and he said his plumber, they're gonna fix their spot in their floor. And when they open that up, then we'll run the camera down it again to verify that they got all the broken spots fixed.
You don't think it had anything to do with when they redid the street?
I mean, this is under the building. It's not
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's right. Right now, what's broken that they can see is right at where it comes off the floor.
Yeah.
Well, I told them before you,
Yeah, they're supposed to get us a supply list so we can go get it, and then they're gonna fix it, and then when they open it up, we're gonna camera it to see if there's anything else off beyond.
all I got. Thank you.
John?
Congratulations to Christina for being President Pro Tem.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all I have.
John? Nothing. I don't have anything either. Christina, do you have anything?
Just starting to work on the budget, and then after that will be W-2s and 1099s, so it's my fun time of year.
Okay. Possible closed session pursuant to code law section 21.5 I to evaluate professional competency of an individual whose appointment, hire, performance, or discharge of duty considered unnecessary to prevent needless and irreparable injury to that individual's reputation, and that individual request to go into closed session. Okay, if you want to go into closed session?
Yeah.